All right, guys, we're back with my Road to 600 Gear Score series, and today we're going to be talking about my gear. And so I had to take a little break from the gear score thing because what I was doing was pretty much what everyone else was doing. I was just trying to get as much gear score as possible, and that's not the way you want to do things. And the reason why is because of this perk that you get on the faction gear by default. It's called Resilience. Resilient. So every single piece of armor you're gonna want to get resilient on it, and that's because resilient, as you can see, it says critical hits do 4.5% less damage to you. That's not true. It doesn't just do it for critical hits. It does it for all hits, like all forms of damage. Like it's stupid. Like once again, Amazon's tooltips are garbage. Do not trust any tooltip. Test it yourself before you make your decisions because they're wrong at least 50% of the time. Like this is a perfect example of it. Resilient is not just critical hits; it's all damage, all received damage. You take 4.5% less. So if you have a full set of resilient on, you know it's close to 25% less damage. It's like 22, 23% less damage. It's ridiculous. Now you can get away. I get away with not having one with resilience on it. Because the chest gives the most defense, so I try to get that up as high as possible. Um, and and but these perks are garbage for me. But I just got this chest because it looks cool. For the most part, I like the way it looks. Kind of makes me look unique. I don't like looking like everybody else. Peep the drip. Don't bite my swag. But anyways, uh, so let's go over the gear now. You see, I'm at 552 gear score. Even with all this gear resilience, I'm still at a pretty solid gear score. So I have the PvP helmet, PvP gloves, and the PvP pants. But I have these Shade Walker shoes of the Scholar with resilience and 23 intelligence. So this is 560 gear score. So it was much better than the PvP faction boots. It has everything that I need. It has really good perks. I don't mind keeping these boots for a very long time. These are fine. 600 gear score is not that big of a difference. Obviously, I want 600 gear score at some point, but right now this is good enough for me. Um, and then I got this shirt that I already went over. Which I do definitely want to upgrade this ASAP because it doesn't have resilience. So any shirt with resilience and the same stats would be a direct upgrade. But I definitely want to go for something with a lot more stats. But the thing is, people don't really post chests a lot. They seem to post pants, gloves, and boots the most, like these crafted. So just gonna have to wait and hope that this goes up. All right, the next we're gonna talk about accessories. So I have the Aburo Pristine Amulet of the Century. This one I don't really like the nature damage absorption. I need to get a different damage absorption because as you can see, accessories they can have gems in them, but you can't change the gem. You have to deal with what's in there. So I have to wait until someone posts a good one, and I don't even know why people use these gems to make accessories. It's just such a waste of money. Like you literally make so much more money if you just use a good gem, and gems are cheap as fuck. So I don't understand why people use these garbage gems, but it is what it is. So I got nature protection. So if a life staff user ever tries to whip my ass, I'll be good. But it has refreshing evasion, which is decent, not a big deal. But and then the health is what I really want, 8.4% maximum health, and I'll explain why I want that health. So as you can see, my con is 176. So I'm going back up on my con. I felt way too squishy without it. And then I also have this pork belly fried rice, which is my food of choice. Reason why is because I can get pork belly fried rice and I can get a lot of it, and that means I can have it up 24 hours instead of having a food that I can only use every once in a while. I have this where I can use it all the time. So when I use it, I get an additional 40 stats. I get 24 con and 16 intelligence, which boosts my con directly to 200, which is exactly where I want it to be. And then I have 267 intelligence. So from now on, this is what I want. I want my con to be at 200 and everything else to be at 267. And because I have 200 con, I have more health. And so this 8.4% helps me get even more health. So it's pretty solid. Um, then I have this ring. This ring has Constitution on it. It has a good gem actually, which is good, and also it has poisoning, which is useless. I don't have any poisons in my build, but the reason why I bought it was because of the keen awareness. But obviously, if I wanted another ring, I'm definitely gonna want a ring that has uh I want the crit chance to be on their ring no matter what. I have to have the crit chance. But then the second perk I want to be like maybe cooldown reduction or something useful for me, something that I can actually use. So I have to hope to get that. Then the next one I have this ring. Healthy Toast is something that once again this one has a garbage gem. 3.8% thrust damage absorption. It's just not good. I don't want this. I don't want this gem. But once again, I don't know why people make gems with these. I don't know why people use gems to make these accessories. The accessories will be so much more profitable if they use good gems. But anyways, I don't want to. Healthy Toast. Mana, when you drink a mana potion, gain 8.7% of your max health. That's very good because mana pots only have a 15-second cooldown, and while I don't need mana pots, I do like to use those to drink to gain that X 8.7%. It helps me out a lot in the field. And then the invasive, I mean that's useless. I don't care about PvE. Alrighty, and then I got a new great axe. I found this great axe is pretty good. It has a con int on it. It's 578 gear score, not too shabby, and it also has keen, 11% critical chance. So I'm sticking with this great axe for quite some time. I highly doubt I'll find another con or int great axe with better stats than this one. But if I do, I'll definitely swap over to it. But for now, this is definitely solid. And then my Garden Keeper Ice Gauntlet, I made this one myself, 570 gear score. Not too bad, not amazing. I'm kind of disappointed that it could have gone up to like 590, but I got like the lowest roll possible, which is really sucks. Like I couldn't get like 577 or something, bro. But it's okay. I'm just gonna stick to this until Crystalline Curse comes out. I'm not making another Ice Gauntlet unless they release unless someone posts one that's a good price, but probably even then I wouldn't buy it because I just want Crystalline Curse, man. Okay, and then also I have a Fire Staff. So I use Fire Staff for wars now. So you see how it says Refreshing Pillar of Fire on there? That does a lot of damage, like a lot of damage to AoE targets. I think Fire Staff is the highest DPS in the game by far with that perk. Just because of how frequently you can use that ability on people. It's actually ridiculous. Like when people are in clumps, you can really destroy people. So this is more so my war weapon, but it's also really good in PvE as well. Whenever I'm fighting corrupted enemies, because ice is really bad against corrupted enemies, I put on my Fire Staff and just clap people there. So Fire Staff has kind of been like an alternate weapon for me, and I think everyone should have an alternate weapon because it just makes you a lot more flexible, able to handle a lot more situations. Put your like the ones I've explained here. So you definitely want to have an alternate weapon. I definitely went with the Fire Staff for that. So that's kind of my build now. I think if I'm forgetting anything. That's pretty much it. I think we went over everything. Oh, the gems. The gems I have socketed right now are pretty much placeholders. I think I'm gonna switch to all Onyx Gems. Let me show you what Onyx Gems do because it's kind of like what resilience is. So you know how I just said resilience gives you damage to everything. Well, Onyx Gems kind of work the same. Let's see. See, that's why they're so expensive compared to other gems. Other gems are like $250 on my server, and this is like twice the price, and they're all sold out. But these are give you this one right here, 2.5% physical damage absorption. Apparently, it's 2.5% all damage absorption. So it's flat out better than every gem in the game by far. So I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I've been told, and I've been told it by a lot of people, which makes me think it's true. So I might have to switch over to all cut pristine at some point. Cut pristine Onyx at some point. Not sure if I'm gonna do it yet, but let's see how much pristine Onyxes are, just like the regular one. See, like compare that to like a Malachite, right, which is a pretty good gem. Where is it? Brilliant pristine Malachite. It's not even close. Like it's like 3 times the price almost. So yeah, It must be true if it's that many people buying it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to check that out. But once again, I just want to show you guys how I get my gear score, basically, like literally, because I don't craft these armors and stuff. I don't really think it's worth it to craft. Oops. I don't really think it's worth it to craft. I think it's worth it to just buy it. Honestly, 7,000 gold. That's nothing compared to how much money you have to spend to make it and how much RNG has to go into it. Even though these are pretty shit rolls, which is why no one is buying. This one's not too bad, but I mean, it's just not that great, you know. Like you get a shitty roll and no one wants to invest all that in something that's not they're not gonna wear forever, you know. But so this is what I do. I sort my gear score up, and the first thing I do is I go here and I choose resilience. Because obviously, any gear with resilience on it, we want it. That's how I found those boots that I have now. Where is it? Sometimes my alphabetical power is a little trash. Bear with me. Here we go. Resilient. So I pick resilient. I wish they let you search that. I don't know why they don't. But and see, there are some resilience up here, but these are not for me. But for someone who's con focused, this would be pretty good. But this is not good for me though. Like none of this stuff I can really use, but as like this one right here is not bad. Intelligence focus 567. Actually, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. Oh, intelligence focus. I'm thinking con. No, see, yeah, I can't use that. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you just have to really look, go through. All right, I've seen all this stuff before, and we're getting to the lower gear scores now, so I really don't need this stuff. Like this one right here this is the one I was trying to look for. This is an upgrade, but I mean it's not that big of a deal. Like yeah, 200 gold, but then I have to replace the gem. Just not worth it. I'd rather not. I'd rather just wait. So now let's go ahead and take a look at everything else. You know. Oh yeah, another thing I like to do is go enchanted. If you don't know, enchanted is, in my opinion, the best perk for weapons. I know the weapon. And then I go through here and see if there's anything good here. You know, go through the great axes. Maybe there's one with intelligence. You know, just browse the shop. You just gotta be a shop person, but you gotta obviously have money to be a shop person. But if you got the money, you know, that's where you want to put your money at. Like let these other people take the risk. Let these other people do the RNG. Let these other people, you know, take. Ooh, that's not bad. See, that one's not bad. If it was a higher gear score. That one's not bad. It's only 570 though. Mine's 578, but that one's not bad. That would have worked for my build. This is Intel focus. That's tough. Dex focus. No one's ever gonna want that ever. It doesn't matter what gear score it is. This one's good, but it's low gear. I mean, that's not bad. 563. That's not bad. But for 7.4K, he is bugging. That's not worth that. But anyways, yeah. Not really much anywhere in here right now. I'm gonna take off enchanted. I want to talk about one more thing, and that is void bent armor. Now a lot of people seem to think that if they put on void bent armor, that's just that's it, they're gonna win now. Like yeah, if I was dueling this guy yesterday, and he didn't have his void bent on, and he lost, and then he put his void bent on and he lost even worse. So void bent is not just the end all be all that everyone's making out must have best in slot. It's really not. The reason why people like void bend is because it has resilient on it, which is obviously good. It's guaranteed 600 gear score, and it's guaranteed to have constitution. So those are three things. It's no RNG involved. You just straighten up getting everything that you want. And I would certainly buy a void bent if there was a void bent light set that had the stats that I needed and the same perks and all that. I would absolutely 100% buy it. But there isn't. So since there isn't, I can't wear void bits, which is good for me because now I get to save a lot of my money and put it in other places that I want to put it at. So until then, so for now, we're just going to stick to where we got now. I'm definitely never going to go medium. I'm never going to go heavy. I don't like playing like that. People always say like, oh, light's bugged, like armor is bugged. You don't do as much damage. That's fine. When they fix it, I'll be buffed. So I'm not switching, and there's nothing anyone could ever say to make me switch. I don't care. I like to roll. I just love rolling. That's the reason why I'm gonna stay light forever. It has nothing to do with the damage output, because that's just how I get down, man. That's what I like. But yeah, I think I've gone over everything now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. So now we're at 552 gear score officially with the right perks, the right stats, and that's how we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep this thing moving. We're gonna get to 600 gear score, and we're gonna be clapping people like we always do. But in the meantime, you guys, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. You want to see any other type of content, let me know. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.